How does the GDPR define the balancing test for processing data based on legitimate interests? A. It mandates immediate consent from data subjects. B. It requires balancing the interests of the controller against the rights of the data subject. C. It prohibits all processing for legitimate interests. D. It mandates encryption for all data. Correct answer: B. It requires balancing the interests of the controller against the rights of the data subject. Explanation: the GDPR mandates a balancing test between the interests of the controller and the rights of the data subject, ensuring that processing is justified and does not infringe on individual rights. How does the GDPR address third-party processing relationships? A. It mandates contracts outlining responsibilities and obligations. B. It prohibits third-party processing entirely. C. It allows unrestricted processing by third parties. D. It requires third-party processors to register with supervisory authorities. Correct answer: A. It mandates contracts outlining responsibilities and obligations. Explanation: the GDPR mandates contracts between controllers and third-party processors, outlining responsibilities and obligations, ensuring compliance and protection of personal data. How does the GDPR address cross-border data transfers to third countries? A. It mandates transfers to countries with data protection standards comparable to the EU. B. It prohibits all international transfers. C. It mandates encryption for all transfers. D. It requires supervisory authority approval for each transfer. Correct answer: A. It mandates transfers to countries with data protection standards comparable to the EU. Explanation: the GDPR mandates cross-border transfers occur only to third countries with comparable data protection standards, ensuring consistent protection for EU data subjects. What specific safeguards does the GDPR mandate for processing sensitive information categories? A. Encryption for all sensitive data. B. Explicit consent or legal obligation for processing. C. Public disclosure of all processing. D. Regular audits of processing activities. Correct answer: B. Explicit consent or legal obligation for processing. Explanation: the GDPR mandates explicit consent or legal obligation for processing sensitive information categories, including health, ethnicity, and others, ensuring protection against misuse. How does the CCPA handle data deletion requests from individuals? A. It prohibits all deletion requests. B. It mandates businesses comply with deletion requests, with exceptions for specific purposes. C. It requires immediate deletion of all personal data. D. It mandates public disclosure of deletion requests. Correct answer: B. It mandates businesses comply with deletion requests, with exceptions for specific purposes. Explanation: the CCPA mandates businesses comply with deletion requests, with exceptions for specific purposes like legal obligations or contractual requirements, ensuring compliance with Californian privacy laws. How does the GDPR handle data portability for individuals? A. It mandates immediate access to all information. B. It allows individuals to request their personal data in a structured, commonly used format. C. It requires controllers to provide data in proprietary formats. D. It prohibits data portability entirely. Correct answer: B. It allows individuals to request their personal data in a structured, commonly used format. Explanation: the GDPR grants individuals the right to request their personal data in a structured, commonly used, and machine-readable format, facilitating transfer to another controller and enhancing data portability. How does the CCPA address the right to opt out of data sales? A. It mandates public disclosure of all sales. B. It prohibits data sales without explicit consent. C. It allows individuals to opt out of data sales at any time. D. It mandates immediate deletion of all personal data upon opting out. Correct answer: C. It allows individuals to opt out of data sales at any time. Explanation: the CCPA grants individuals the right to opt out of data sales at any time, prohibiting businesses from selling the data without consent, ensuring protection of personal information. What role does the CCPA assign to the California Attorney General in enforcing privacy laws? A. It develops new privacy laws. B. It oversees compliance, investigates complaints, and enforces violations. C. It adjudicates CCPA disputes directly. D. It supervises all processing activities. Correct answer: B. It oversees compliance, investigates complaints, and enforces violations. Explanation: the California Attorney General oversees compliance, investigates complaints, and enforces violations of CCPA, ensuring businesses adhere to Californian privacy laws. How does the CCPA ensure the right to non-discrimination for individuals exercising their privacy rights? A. It prohibits businesses from discriminating against individuals exercising their rights. B. It mandates public disclosure of all processing activities. C. It mandates immediate access to all information. D. It allows businesses to limit services for individuals exercising their rights. Correct answer: A. It prohibits businesses from discriminating against individuals exercising their rights. Explanation: the CCPA prohibits businesses from discriminating against individuals exercising their privacy rights, ensuring they aren't penalized or denied services for exercising their rights. How does the GDPR ensure data breaches are managed and reported effectively? A. It mandates notification to supervisory authorities and affected individuals. B. It prohibits all data breaches. C. It mandates immediate public disclosure. D. It requires data processors to manage breaches alone. Correct answer: A. It mandates notification to supervisory authorities and affected individuals. Explanation: the GDPR mandates controllers notify supervisory authorities within 72 hours of a breach and inform affected individuals without undue delay, ensuring timely response and minimizing harm. How does the GDPR handle processing transparency for individuals concerning data processing? A. It mandates transparency notices and information on data subject rights. B. It mandates public disclosure of all processing activities. C. It requires annual transparency reports to supervisory authorities. D. It prohibits processing without consent. Correct answer: A. It mandates transparency notices and information on data subject rights. Explanation: the GDPR mandates transparency notices and information on data subject rights, ensuring individuals understand how their personal data is processed and protected. How does the GDPR address the territorial scope for processing personal data? A. It mandates GDPR compliance for all processing activities. B. It applies to processing if the controller or processor is established in the EU or offers goods and services to EU residents. C. It applies solely to EU-established entities. D. It restricts data processing entirely. Correct answer: B. It applies to processing if the controller or processor is established in the EU or offers goods and services to EU residents. Explanation: the GDPR applies to processing of personal data by controllers or processors established in the EU or offering goods and services to EU residents, ensuring compliance and protection for EU data subjects. How does the GDPR handle compatibility and data processing principles? A. It permits processing for any purpose. B. It mandates a compatibility test for further processing. C. It restricts processing to specified purposes. D. It prohibits secondary uses entirely. Correct answer: B. It mandates a compatibility test for further processing. Explanation: the GDPR mandates a compatibility test for secondary processing, considering factors like the link between purposes, nature of the data, and potential consequences, ensuring alignment with the original purpose. How does the GDPR handle sensitive information categories? A. It mandates encryption for all sensitive data. B. It requires explicit consent or legal obligation for processing. C. It prohibits processing entirely. D. It allows unrestricted processing. Correct answer: B. It requires explicit consent or legal obligation for processing. Explanation: the GDPR mandates explicit consent or legal obligation for processing sensitive information categories, including health, ethnicity, and others, ensuring protection against misuse. What role does the European Data Protection Board, EDPB, play in enforcing the GDPR? A. It develops GDPR amendments. B. It oversees compliance, provides guidance, and monitors consistency. C. It supervises national supervisory authorities directly. D. It adjudicates cross-border data transfer disputes. Correct answer: B. It oversees compliance, provides guidance, and monitors consistency. Explanation: the EDPB provides guidance, monitors consistency in GDPR application, and endorses WP29 guidelines, ensuring uniformity across EU member states. How does the CCPA handle cross-border data transfers? A. It prohibits all international transfers. B. It mandates compliance with Californian laws and informs individuals of potential transfers. C. It allows unrestricted transfers to countries with similar laws. D. It mandates encryption for all transfers. Correct answer: B. It mandates compliance with Californian laws and informs individuals of potential transfers. Explanation: the CCPA mandates businesses comply with Californian laws and informs individuals of potential international transfers, ensuring transparency and protection.